Hi guys, welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 69. Uh, Ripple and Finastra, UNICEF launches crypto fund, Binance accepts Fiat through WeChat and AliPay. Guys, I think there's something off with the sound. I can't get the music to play, man. It's awkward, man. Let's see. I'm not even sure if the stream's going out properly, man. Yeah, I can't get the music to go out for some reason. It's not loading properly into the OBS, I guess, and then my Spotify just kind of like froze as well. Um, Anyways, guys, happy Wednesday. Middle of the week. It's been a great day for trading, right? If you took some positions last night, you're probably doing very well right now. With some money going on. Hey, how's it going, Leighton boy? Or Finn? Yeah, Finn. Man, I haven't seen you in a while, bro. Thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate it. Do let me know if you can hear me well, though, because like I said, dude, like music or something is not playing out off Spotify, man. I'm trying to see what's going on with this. For some reason, I can't. Yeah, I can hear it in my computer, but it's not showing me that the audio is going out off the desktop, man. That's freaking weird. Anyways, if there's awkward silences, just bear with me. I'll try to fix this before tomorrow instead of wasting a lot of time trying to figure out why it's not sounding right. Awesome, man. Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me well, man. I appreciate it. Let's get on to the news, right? Anyways, yeah. Yeah, I know. It in the OBS, it shows me here, dude. It's like dead, right? Like you can't see any sound from the desktop, man. I don't know why, man. It's weird. I would have to stop the stream and then start it up again, and I don't feel like doing that, man. I'm gonna lose everyone, and then yeah, we'll forget about the music for today. What I'll do, however, it's turn it up a little bit more here. Hey, William James, how's it going? You might be able to hear it on my end now because I just blasted the music on my side, so you're gonna get that feedback of the music. I'll adjust the microphone a little bit as well, so you can probably get a little bit more of that on your side, right? Yeah, there we go. You might be able to hear some of the music over my voice, I hope. That way the stream won't be very silent now. Yeah, so let's get on to the news. Now, if you're catching this stream live, guys, welcome. I know two of you are here at least, so welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you are thinking. I know Benny told me he was not going to be able to make it today, so we'll go on without him today. Anyways, if you want to keep up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe, you hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And yeah, if you want to keep on chatting with us, join us on the Discord. The link's in the description. We're very, very active. William James, I know you joined us on the Discord today. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, let's get the show on the road, right? What's going on? We do have a couple of articles that we need to get through today, so I'll try to stick to the schedule a little bit, and then we can just at the end go over anything, right? Anyways, UNICEF, right? That's pretty cool. That large foundation, right? Will now be able to receive and hold and distribute donations of cryptocurrencies, Ethereum and Bitcoin mainly, right, through its newly established UNICEF cryptocurrency fund, which is a first for United Nations organizations. Now, UNICEF will use cryptocurrencies to fund and open source technology benefiting children and young people around the world. Guys, it's not that I don't want to make this shorter. It's just that really the article is that long. It's 6 paragraphs, and 2 of them are quotes. So I mean, there's no way I can make this shorter, man. It's gonna look like I'm reading from it, I know, and basically because I am reading from it, right? What's a Discord? Can you get it now? Yes, the Discord is an app or a website tool. It looks like this. Well, this is from a game I was playing. It looks like this, and it's like a chat, man. It's like an open chat, right? And you can join and you can post pictures, whatever, man. So I usually throw articles and then graphs or charts or whatever's going on in the market. I'll just post whatever, But that's what the Discord's for. Anyways, let me get on back to this. You can get it after your stream, man. Don't worry about it right now. Cryptocurrency funds, basically, yeah, like I said, benefiting children and young people around the world. Now, this is a new and exciting venture for UNICEF, said Henrietta Fore, UNICEF Executive Director if digital economies and currencies have the potential to shape the lives of coming generations, it is important that we explore the opportunities they offer. That is why the creation of our cryptocurrency fund is a significant and welcome step forward in humanitarian and development work. Now, Ethereum Foundation is excited to demonstrate the power that Ethereum and blockchain technology can do for communities around the world. Together with UNICEF, we are taking action with the crypto fund to improve access to basic needs, rights, and resources, said Ayame Yaguchi, the executive director of the Ethereum Foundation. Now, we aim to support the research and development of Ethereum platform and to grow the community of those that benefit from the technology that will better countless lives and industries in the years to come. We would like to thank UNICEF and the UNICEF family of national committees for their leadership as we create real progress together. Now, that's pretty cool, man. I do believe that being able to donate this way does make a lot of sense, right? A couple of reasons, right? I'll go to them real quick. One, if you donate through Bitcoin or blockchain, right? Then there is like a record of it, right? There's like you can trace it. You can trace that money going in, right? With like, and then you can also trace it when it gets like sent to the destination, right, to the receiver. So you can know that every cent that you're giving is making it to the end, right? So again, being traceable makes it good for everyone, right? At least you know the money is getting where it's supposed to go. And then if you see that this fund is receiving a lot of money, right, and not all of it is getting distributed where it's supposed to go, then you can openly question where is that money going, right? Why are you keeping money if you're like a nonprofit or like one of these like aid companies, right? Why is that money not making it to the end receiver, right? So again, that's pretty cool, man. I do like that. On to other potential adoption news, right? CU, the largest convenience store chain in South Korea with over 13,000 locations, man. That's a lot of locations in Korea, man. Will soon accept crypto. That's pretty cool. Now, according to local reports and the statement of Terra's co-founder Do Kwon, CU will integrate a payment system called Chai, which enables consumers to utilize Korean won-backed stablecoin called Terra to make transactions. Now, the stablecoin CU plans to accept is a major Korean won stablecoin invested by Binance, OKEX, Huobi, Polychain, Dunamu, right, and Arrington XRP Capital. Now, BGF Retail, the parent company of CU and Chai, entered into a strategic partnership earlier this week that would allow consumers to use a barcode from the Chai mobile app to purchase products using crypto. Again, that's pretty cool, man. Using barcodes, I'm not sure if it's gonna be a QR code. They did say barcode, but it could be pretty amazing that you can just grab it, scan it, and you pay to the store immediately and just walk out with it, right? You don't even have to go to a register, maybe, and that could be like freaking awesome, dude. Really. Now, Doc Kwon, the co-founder of Terra, said that for business with low margins like convenience stores without a full system in place, it is difficult to accept volatile currencies like Bitcoin. Bitcoin adds volatility costs to settlements, which doesn't work well with low margin businesses like convenience stores. Will just be Terra for now, right? So he's saying he's not going to accept any other crypto except Terra because, volatility. Anyways, he could take XRP, right? It settles quickly. You can transfer it quickly, and then you're not exposed, right? Anyways, in major regions like Japan, wherein large retailers are accepting cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, businesses strike a deal with exchanges to automatically convert any crypto payment to fiat. Again, that's pretty cool. They do that with BitPay, right? That's what BitPay does. I think it lets you either keep the fiat or receive keep the crypto, receive fiat, right? And that's what the Dallas Mavericks were gonna do, right? Use BitPay to receive their crypto, receive payments in crypto, but the Mavs were gonna get paid in dollars. So again, they're not really getting crypto, but they're still facilitating it, right? Anyways, possibly due to a lack of regulatory clarity and high level of volatility in the crypto market, many of the highly anticipated retail deals have fallen out in the past 12 to 16 months. While the usage of crypto assets at offline locations, such as CU, is likely to only account for a small fraction of all payments, given the wide utilization of existing payment systems like credit cards and fiat, growing adoption could further solidify the image of cryptocurrencies as an asset class. Guys, we talked about this. We said buying coffee, and we showed that stuff from Brett Garlinghouse yesterday on the interview, right, at the Economic Forum. Buying coffee is not going to get adoptions. It's not going to get more adoption, right? Buying coffee, all it's going to do is just it's a different form of payment. That's like if you were wanting to buy it with $1 or with a peso, right? But they just take any currency. That's it. What's going to drive adoption is putting it in cases where there are problems and you're solving something with that currency. That's when adoption is going to kick off. That's why Ripple doing their thing with remittances makes sense, right? Because there's a lot of money that got lost in remittances, and yeah, I do believe they could certainly make a change, right? Anyways, let's move on to the next one, right? This has nothing to do with the crypto market. However, we do know that trade war stuff does usually bring money into the crypto sphere. The U.S. stock market's futures plunged after South China Morning Post reported on Wednesday evening that the U.S. and China made no progress in deputy-level trade talks this week. The futures recovered in a wild overnight trading after the administration denied the report. The White House did not immediately respond to CNBC's request for comments, right? This is the NBC website. So again, we don't know what the White House is going to say about that. We do know that the futures did go down, right? I actually reposted this on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw this article. It was right before, two hours ago, maybe, or 2 or 3 hours ago. Now, they issue forced technology transfers with China refused to put on the table was the reason that talks were at a standstill, or so this report states. Now, let's go look at the market and see what's going on. Anyway, yesterday, positive, right? Money flowing into the crypto sphere. That's pretty good, 4.77%. Right now, going down 0.55%. Where are we sitting at? Well, we're sitting at 223.04 billion. Yesterday, the closing was 224.18 billion. So about a billion less, right? A billion and change less. What is going on with Bitcoin? Bitcoin dominance. Yesterday, gaining a little bit, 0.22%. Today, gaining a little bit more, 0.09. Yesterday, from an opening of 68.73. Closing at 68.88. Right now, going and sitting at 68.94. That's pretty good for dominance, I guess. I do still hope that Bitcoin keeps on losing dominance, so the alts become stronger and more independent, right? Right now, seems like the alts were the ones that are leading the charge on the trades, right? Ripple started pumping 2 days ago. Ethereum yesterday, Link. Who else? I'm trying to figure out who else is going up nicely, right? I think those three are off the top of my head right now. Anyways, let's get on to the next article. I have an article. I'm going to show it to you guys. I didn't have a chance to read this guidance yet, so I'm not going to report on it. Though the article is interesting because the IRS just issued its first cryptocurrency tax guidance in 5 years, right? So it is a good update. Some things that I noted real quick of the article, and basically there's 2 quotes that are here, and I'm just going to go into them, right? If your cryptocurrency went through a hard fork, right? Some cryptocurrencies do that, right? Hey, how's it going, Sean Christian? Man, thank you for being here. I appreciate it, man. Anyways, if your cryptocurrency went through a hard fork, right? And some cryptos do that. But you did not receive any new cryptocurrency, whether through an airdrop or distribution of cryptocurrency to multiple taxpayers, distributed ledger addresses, or some other kind of transfer, you don't have taxable income, right? You guys should read these guidelines, right? I haven't read them yet. Like I said, I will try to get around to reading them. However, it is important if you're in the United States that you do check out these guidelines, right? Anyways, they do go and say afterwards that one unfortunate consequence of this guidance is that the third parties can now create tax reporting obligations for you just by forking a network, whose coins you own, or foisting you on, basically on unwanted airdrops, right? It could kind of suck. Anyways, like I said, I haven't read. I just like the title. I believe it's important. I didn't have the time to actually go through this article in detail, and I haven't had a chance to read those guidelines. So again, do check them out if you're interested. The link is in the description. Do it after your stream, though. Anyways, let's get on to the next article. The U.S. government tried to shut down Bitcoin. What a surprise! There were conspiracy theories that, people were saying, man, the U.S. is going to try to shut it down. They're not going to like it. Whatever. Apparently, they did, right? It's been revealed by federal prosecutor turned Bitcoin and cryptocurrency expert Katie Huan that she was asked to look into shutting down Bitcoin by her boss at the U.S. Attorney's Office in 2012. That's pretty interesting. Any serious attempt made by the U.S. Department of Justice to shut down Bitcoin inevitably came to naught, right? with like Huang saying, it would be like akin to saying, let's go persecute cash. That is true. There's no one behind Bitcoin. They cannot go after anyone. They cannot shut it down. They have to shut down computers that are not even in their country, right? They would have to impose regulations on people that don't have to follow it because they're not U.S. citizens, right? So again, impossible to shut it down. Anyways, the U.S. government opposition to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies has become far more transparent since Donald Trump entered the White House. And basically, this article does quote something regarding Libra. They said they were just hiding and they got more attention because of the high-profile nature of the project and the fact that Facebook was involved. I think it would be a really dangerous thing and frankly a dangerous precedent to start turning down technology before it's built. Imagine, dude, just by saying like I want to build this, right? It's not saying it's gonna happen, but like imagine you want to say, look, dude, I want to do this with technology, and then they come and shut you down and say like, no, you can't. You know, it's like a witch hunt or like the Inquisition. You know, like the dark ages of technology, right? I mean, that would be kind of sucky and scary, man. Like falling behind just because your government doesn't want to improve on technology. I mean, it's not the best, right? I mean, yeah. Anyways, let's keep on going. What else? I think that's the only news I had for Bitcoin. Let's go look at the Bitcoin chart, man. But before, oh, you're not gonna be able to hear it, man. Snap! I did have a small clip from yesterday that I wanted to show. Let me see if I can make this work. I'll tune the volume. You might not be able to hear it, man. This is from yesterday's stream, right? Turn everything 100% up, and then make sure it's 100% here. And I'll play this. It's just very couple seconds, man. Anyways, right now what we do, right? Maybe drop a little bit more, right? Maybe to this low level. Flat line here, hopefully, right on the price, and then keep this momentum below where we're at. Make another bullish divergence. We might see it pop, right? Try to break that and take down 400. But like I said, I'm not bullish on Bitcoin until we get above the 20 MA on the daily or the 200 MA actually, because see, being below that, you missed it, Sean Christian, but we talked about that before. Being below 200 MA makes you very weak. We'll look at that again for illustration. Anyways, that's the only part I wanted to get around to. Why? Because you're gonna see that I just set there in the 1 hour, right? We were here, right? We were here at 9 p.m. This candle right here, not even closed yet, right? And guess what? The next candle, 10 p.m. happened, and guess what? We were a little bit lower, right? Coming to that level that I was talking about, creating that divergence, right? From here to here and from here to here, right? And guess what happened, man? Pop to the upside, right? We called it, man. Hey, what's up, Benny? I thought you weren't going to be able to make it. Hey, Sean Christian, everything about Bitcoin is a beta test for a one world currency controlled by governments. Not that deep, man. I have not thought about it that way, man. That is an interesting view on Bitcoin for sure, man. Anyways, I didn't want to just say that we talked about it, but we did talk about it, right? We talked about this pop before it happened. Why? Because it was one of the possibilities, right? Like I said, I'm going to lay out a couple of possibilities that could play out. I cannot tell you exactly what I'm going to do because then, I'll be influencing your decision. And then that will be considered advice, or potentially could be considered advice, and I don't want to get into any of that trouble. But again, I will point out certain scenarios, and then, whichever one you like, you can pick, right? It depends on your risk tolerance, what comfort zone you're in, what your trading plan is, If you're feeling bearish, you probably weren't expecting for this to pop, right? Yesterday when we were here, I believe this was going to happen again, right? Maybe go again down, maybe break to the downside also, But I was seeing this possibility that could play out, right? It was there. I did end up taking a small position, very, very small. And I did end up getting out somewhere around here. Anyways, I knew it wasn't going to go much higher. I wasn't expecting it to go much higher. But it was a possibility that we could go up. I said I was bearish, man. Until we break above something, I just wanted to play that small potential pop. When this came and I confirmed it with this green candle, I put in a very small amount in, and then I just wrote it up and got out, right? That's how you would play it. I also had a stop loss. I had it very tight, man. I didn't want to, because this could have not played out, right? We could have been rejected by the 20 MA. We could have broken down very bad. And then I also didn't want to lose a lot. So it was a very small amount that I put in because I did believe that this could be a potential, but I wasn't 100% sure it was going to play out this way. That high, right? But this was a measure move from the pull, the pull that we have here, right? Like this pull up, flag down, and then that measure move, we hit it. And then we're kind of flagging again right now. That's the 1 hour. Before I do the 1 hour, I do want to do the daily, because look, although I am right now, we seem to be above the 20 MA, which is good, right? But this candle of this day is red, and guess what? Seems like we're gonna try to go again. Is there a day trade rule for cryptos in Mexico? No, and I don't think there's a day trade rule for cryptos in the U.S. as well. Yeah, I don't think there's a day trade rule for cryptos in Mexico, dude, and not in the U.S. either. There is for stocks, but not for crypto, man. I don't think it's limited in crypto. Anyways, guys, sorry. You're gonna get more water real quick. And put the music back in. Yeah, yeah, man. You know, let me put the music back in. Anyways, sorry guys, the music is not coming out of the desktop. Like I said, I'm having troubles with that, so I'm just having it play out of the computer, and then I'm hoping that my microphone will pick it up. It might not be the best right now, but I didn't want to restart the stream to like get this sorted out. There are already people in here, so again, let's just keep on going with it. Like I said, this is looking bearish right now, turning down. You know, we are flagging, so again, I'm not too worried. I'm just worried we might drop below that 20 MA again. We are above that 8,400. You know, it gave us a little bit of struggle when we were trying to get over it. Yeah, anyways, sitting above that 20 MA, I am going to toss up the 200 real quick. I want to see where we're at with that. And guess what? We are still below the 200, right? We were weak enough. We were not able to go above it. Right now, the 200 is sitting at, like, apparently 8,650. That's what I'm going to call it at right now. China, India, to name a few, have restrictions and bans. Yeah, Mexico doesn't though. Anyways, yeah, so you are below that 200 MA right now. Anyways, that's it, right? Nothing else going on. 200. Like I said, we need to get above that 200 MA. We have seen this in history, right? Below that puts us on the bear trend, and we don't want to be in the bear trend, so we want to get out of it, right? But look, here we kind of dipped into it and we broke out of it very quickly, and then we fell back in. I do want to get confirmation that we are outside of this, getting above that 200 MA, before I actually go more bullish on this, right? Anyways, we are sitting above. Let me look at this other channel. I do gotta switch this to a 20 MA because the length does mess up the way the chart looks. There we go. We are between the 50% and 75%. That's fine. That's just the only thing I want to look at. We do have resistances overhead. I'm not gonna talk about them until we break, until we like get over the 75% channel, because right now they are too far away. Right, they're out of reach right now. Anyways, right now more immediate resistance would be 8,983. Again, if we don't break below the 200 MA. We'll see where we go from there, right? Right now, we're probably going to flag, and then we might try to make another push to the upside. I'll tell you why in a second, right? Anyways, we did have this double bottom that we talked about, right? And, you know, on the daily, they just take longer to play out. They're not going to be as quickly as on the 1 hour. So, sorry, let me go and check the chat real quick, because I think I'm missing something. Great question. China, okay, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure. Mexico has lost towards exchanges. Yeah, they do have lost towards exchanges. They do have to report to someone, and you cannot get money in that quickly. It takes a day to clear the money into the exchange for security reasons. So there are some rules, not a lot of them, just not pattern trading rules, right? At least not on the crypto exchanges. I miss your music played from last month. It was very crypto-ish. Yeah, dude, it's the same artist, but they do have this song that I like that is called Pickle on a Cane. That's the one they use for the intro. But then that playlist is not on this, and then I can't go back to that other one now. I kind of lost it, so I'm stuck with this one, at least until I find it again, and I can't find it on his website anymore. So anyways, low wick alert on Bitcoin, USD, Binance. I think that's the one I wanted to see. Bitcoin to USD Tether. Okay, I'll check that out when. Just give me 1 second. Let me finish Bitcoin, and then I'll go check that out real quick. Anyways, hitting that 20 MA, I hope that we use it as support and bounce off it. Otherwise, we're not gonna be very good, man. You know, not being above the 20 MA is not the best. Anyways, getting some contraction on the Bollinger Band, still making positive momentum, which is fine. Sitting neutral on the RSI at where are we at right now? 44.25. That's cool. Again, like we're looking more at the micro because the market was kind of boring, right? We're kind of yeah, like it was kind of boring. So right now, like we're trying to look at something different. Right? But the daily, you know, it takes longer to play out. That's what I was gonna say. So again, those movements that we trace, those divergences, they're gonna play it over longer periods of time, right? Because it takes days for them to build. Anyways, right now, like I said, impulse up, downsloping consolidation. That's what we want to see. Where's my channel? There's my channel. It'll be something like this right now, and even then, I would right now. I believe it's gonna do this. Some sort of flag, right? But right now it would be like a pennant, right? Because we are developing this candle. This just started, so it's a very short pattern right now. Be mindful that if it's a pennant, it could continue to the upside, right? If it's a down sloping flag or a down sloping wedge, it will continue to the upside most likely. And then if it's up sloping, then you know we're probably gonna break down. What are my thoughts on Coinbase adding Dash to their exchange? That's good for Dash, man. I mean, I don't have much to say, you know. I'm not against any crypto, so, you know, you went in heavy today. Yeah, dude, remember, scale in, scale out, right? I mean, you do what you do, but do have a trading strategy plan. Let me go back to that Dash, right? It's good, man. So long as we kept getting more awareness of crypto and more crypto, probably Dash then pumped, I assume. So, or pumped and dumped, right? That's what happens when they get listed. Anyways, I am pro crypto, man, and I'm gonna get to that segment when I get to XRP, because there was that interview from Anthony Pompliano to Brad Garlinghouse that got released today, and it's on Spotify and it's free to listen to. I'm not gonna go into the interview. I'm not gonna replay it for you guys today, because there are a lot of things on the interview are important. I did take a lot of time frames on it. And it was just excessive, man. It was gonna take almost not the 90 minutes, but at least a good 30 minutes of the stream to just play out the best comments, right? Because it is that good. Anyways, it's potentially bullish right now. We could break to the upside again. I'll tell you why I believe that in a second, right? Within the same island, right? Low, high, low, high. You're not having any divergence, right? Again, also on the MACD, on the RSI will be the same. So again, you're good, right? On the 4 hours. What was the interview about? I'll tell you in a second, man. Here, going back here, it worries me a little bit, although the time is far, far out. Why? Well, kind of because here you're lower than you are right now, and you're lower on the, you're higher, right? So from here you'll be kind of like down sloping, and from here you'll be kind of like up sloping. That would be bearish divergence, right? Price action to the downside. However, being that the period is too long, I'm not too comfortable with it actually playing out. Though, just keep in mind that it's a possibility, right? Yeah, I'll send you a link, man. Yeah, I'll send you a link for sure. I'll put it on the Discord. It's about 90 minutes though. So, but yeah, you can listen to it. It's a very good interview. Anyways, right now we're resetting a little bit on the 4 hours, which is good. We're sitting high. We're sitting bought at 67.20. That's fine. But like I said, dude, from here to here, I believe it's too long of a period for it to be actually valid. But, you know, it is a 4 hour. It could potentially play out. Yeah, no worries, man. That's what we're here for, man. To be the one source news, right? You come here and then you get all the information really quick. Sometimes a little bit lengthy depending on how much I derail from the topics. But anyways, that's where I want to be, right? The people, the person that you tune in for the news. That's why I want to do a morning stream where I just put it on like a podcast or a quick stream just of the news and maybe some really quick market of what happened in the past 12 hours and just do a capsule every 12 hours or so. Anyways, right now, like I said, that divergence, right? Just keep in mind, it's only happening on the MACD. It is lengthy though, you know, from here to here. So, and then from here to here, right? I already traced it. We talked about it. I'm going to delete it. I'm not sure if it's going to play out or not. We are seeing that movement to the downside, and that is normal, right? Here, we didn't have that divergence. That's why I didn't call it out here, right? Here, you are lower than here, even lower than here, right? And you were kind of going down. So, again, Here we had that hidden bearish divergence that was price continuation. We kind of sloped down a little bit more, created that bullish divergence that popped us up. Sorry, no, here we broke out of the pattern to the upside. Yeah, so anyways, like I was saying, we had that divergence, price continuation. So again, continuing with the uptrend. I'll get rid of it. It's already played out. I don't want to have too much clutter here. Just do keep these other divergences that we just discussed in mind. I'm not sure how strong it's going to be, right? Anyways, let's go into the 1 hour. Anyways, sitting above the 20 MA with volatility open, I didn't say that. Starting to neutralize a little bit on that positive momentum, which is normal, right? You can have it, and it can like pop to the upside again. That will be fine. I wouldn't want to see a pop right now, because if we pop to the upside, we're probably going to just negate it, right? And then make bearish divergence on the 1 hour and probably break down. So anyways, let's go into the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, right? This pennant, like I said, I'm not sure if it's going to play out or not. It's too short of a pattern right now. I would want for this to develop a little bit more. However, if we break this pennant, you can expect a measure move, right? Measure move to the upside. It's not going to be a very big move, but measure move to the upside will put you at like 8,732, and to the downside, it'll put you at the bottom of the channel, right? Like I said, if this pops to the upside, it'll probably get you to these levels. I don't want to see that, because look, even if you go a little bit higher, right, that 8,700 we were talking about, you're probably going to make very little positive momentum, and you're going to create bearish divergence, right, going higher and then lower on your oscillator, and then you're going to break down for sure, right? You can break it down even farther. So again, that's not the best. I would expect for this to consolidate a little bit more, reset a little bit more of the oscillator, kind of like what happened here, right? Make even a negative momentum, right? We are almost there, and then we probably brush to the upside with a lot more strength. What's happening here? Well, here we don't have that divergence, right? This is higher than this. At some point in time during the day, I was talking with Benny on Twitter, and we were shooting, messages back and forth, and we were like somewhere around here, man. And I was like, man, not this candle, man. I was like, man, if this candle closes below, we're going higher, it could be divergence, and then the next candle comes and undoes it, man. And I was like on the fence, and I was like, man, no, when the next candle closes, I'll confirm it. When the next candle closes, I confirm it, because, we kept making positive momentum with the candles. We ended up negating that possible bearish divergence that we're going to develop, which is good. That's why I didn't say anything on chat, because we didn't develop in the end, right? It was just developing within. So I just kind of like, was going on with the stuff. So anyways, we did not develop that divergence, right? Not even on the RSI. This is just regular, right? We go up, impulse up, consolidation, right? You want to consolidate down sloping after an impulse up, and then you potentially run to the upside again. You want to reset this so when you run up, you have a little bit more strength, right? And then you can potentially not make bearish divergence and keep on running to the upside. However, after the third or fourth bump, right, you're probably going to develop divergence. You're going to get tired. You're going to get exhausted. And you're going to break to the downside again. Slightly reset the oscillators and then run again. Usually that's what would happen. Anyways, right now, I'm not seeing anything here that worries me, right? Even going farther back, we have other areas. Like this is still lower than this, right? So, I mean, no divergence even going farther back. So in the 1 hour, I'm not too worried about this. Are the financial firms in Mexico employing crypto only traders full-time? What? I didn't get quite that. Are the financial firms in Mexico employing crypto only traders full-time? I'm not sure if they're employing crypto traders, man. The crypto market, there's only one exchange right now, and that's Bitso. There's a new exchange that is launching, and I got invited to the launch. I think it was last week. I didn't get to go because I was doing the stream. I did want to go, but then, I much rather talk with them afterwards and maybe do an interview or something. But right now, I'm not sure, man. Anyways, right now we're bouncing off that support we just traced. I mean, it's not very valid, man. We did use it as an anchor point, so of course we're bouncing off there. Anyways, we should consolidate somewhere around here, potentially bounce to the upside again. Hopefully still flag, right? I would expect for us to flag a little bit more before we break to the upside. Likely, right now. Unless we develop something else, then we could potentially break to the downside, right? Like how Goldman Sachs wants to have a crypto desk. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I haven't heard of anyone trying to come out with a crypto desk yet. There's a lot of like misinformation in Mexico. That like people here don't know about crypto. For them, it's like this foreign, weird, like magical thing still. So some people do know about it, but a lot of people are still very oblivious to it. I do want to get a State of Crypto Spanish version going on. That'll be very easy for me as well. And like I need for this to pick up first before I can start doing other stuff, because I do have a day job and I can't quit it just to like become a full-time YouTuber right now, because right now it wouldn't even pay like the bills, man. Right? I mean, it wouldn't cover my basic expenses. So of course I can't do it right now. Really? Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it, bro. Anyways, yeah, that's it. That's it for this, man. Right now, there's nothing else going on. We're consolidating. That's fine. This happened very late last night. I mentioned this in the stream. That's why I didn't post anything afterwards, right? I said this is gonna happen. I just played you that clip. You guys know that's true. You can go back and watch it again. It's around minute like 18 and something. You know. And by this time I was very tired. I just put that position, you know, and let it run overnight, and then I just went to bed. Anyways, let's go on to Ethereum. We do have Ethereum article today. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Yes, this one. Ethereum. Many enterprises have begun to incorporate blockchain. Fat brands. Fat brands. The parent company of franchises such as Fatburger, Bonanza Steakhouse, and Ponderosa Steakhouse, in cooperation with digital securitization platform Cadence, is tokenizing a bond offering in the Ethereum blockchain. That is pretty cool. Similar to other issuances arranged by Cadence, a digital asset will be created that is digital reflection of the ownership for every investor in the structured notes. Public company, Fat Brands, like they oversee a couple of restaurants, right? Like including Buffalo Cafe, Hurricane Grill and Wings. I don't know any of those restaurants, man. How would be open exchange in Mexico? How would be to open exchange in Mexico? I'm not sure, dude. I was actually shooting that question to another friend that I have from when I was in banking, and he also had the idea of opening an exchange. Just he didn't find a lot of backing. I think there were 3 exchanges at some point in time. 2 of them closed. Bitso stayed. They're launching a new one, but to have an exchange, you have to have a pool of liquidity there. That means you have to like raise capital to like at least fund or have some coins to offer, right? You have to like buy them somewhere, bring them to the exchange so you can offer them to people, and then like, you know, start with the trading. But if you don't have volume to have liquidity there, people are not going to use the exchange, man. You want to get in and out of positions quickly. So yeah, it is a work at first to like get people in and then start using it, but once you get volume, it just keeps on going, right? Anyways, I was talking with this guy. Snap, he's not letting me like slow this, man. Oh man, like Spotify is acting weird, man. I'm trying to like stop the ad and it won't let me lower the volume. There we go. Anyways, you can get funding. Yeah, we can talk about that off stream, man. Or later on after I finish the news, though. It would be interesting to do open an exchange. I've talked to some people. I do know people in the banking business. So again, it's possible that we can set up something, right? I would be into that idea. Anyways, Fat Burgers, and like I said, like Cadence has facilitated 17 million in debt securities on a blockchain, ranging from 20,000 to 4 million per fund, with 10.8 million still outstanding. Fat Brands plans to use the fee payments from its franchises to back the burn of its 30 million securitization. The bonds will start off with standard paper-based issuance methods. Cadence will then take the issued paper securities and tokenize them. And Fat Brand aims to bring the security publication. The security public by the end of 2019. So again, that could be pretty cool. Now going back to that exchange thing, dude. The exchanges in Mexico, they're not doing it properly, man. They are doing it right? Bitso is a Ripple corridor, but you know they don't have their own token like Binance or Huobi. They're not offering futures. There's a lot of things that can be done. Anyways, what is going on with Ethereum on the daily? Well, yesterday, Ethereum pumping to the upside 2.01%. Right now, still going up 0.22%. Sitting at 9.33% of market cap. Again, that's good, man. It's gaining market against Bitcoin, man. It's good for Ethereum. So Mexico's not oversaturated with exchanges. Yeah, it's not oversaturated, man. But a lot of people in Mexico can trade in Binance, can trade in like Coinbase, can trade in Coinfield. So again, it's not saturated locally, but outside there is a lot of exchanges that do take people from Mexico for exchanges, right? So. But it is a good business idea. Let's talk about it later on, though. Ethereum. What is going on with Ethereum? Well, yesterday we had a nice pump to the upside, right? Just like everyone else. 6.89%, except Ripple. I don't think Ripple pumped this hard. I can't remember. Anyways, 6.89%. Right now, starting to get a negative price, right? 0.12. Again, that is normal. We have to flag a little bit after that impulse up. Sitting above that 20 MA, which is good. Volatility is starting to contract on the Bollinger Bands, finally above that mid part of the channel as well. Things looking good, right? No divergence on the daily, right? Bearish or bullish on any of the oscillators, right? We are sitting neutral at 56.33 on the RSI, and still making positive momentum, right? So that's it for Ethereum. Let's go on to the 4 hours, right? The 4 hours. Look, man, impulse up, down sloping consolidation, sort of, and then impulse up, and then starting to consolidate again. Still making first bar of like neutral momentum or less positive momentum, right? Sitting high on the RSI at 75.04, sorry. And again, not worried too much about divergence within this island. We are higher, right? We're higher on the RSI. However, if I go farther back, I am worried about this one. Same thing that happened with Bitcoin, right? You're going from here to here, and you're going from here to here. So again, you could potentially be making bearish divergence, which could potentially see price action to the downside. Keep it in mind as you set up your trades. Same thing would, and that wouldn't be happening with the RSI, right? On the RSI, you're actually going higher. So there, you are good on that area. Yeah, you're overbought. So again, just be careful. When you're overbought, remember, you have to reset. So there's two ways to reset. You kind of flag around for a while, and then you slowly reset. Or you kind of like take a dip, and then you reset quickly, and then you can bounce off again. Anyways, let's go into the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, above that 20 MA, that's fine. Like impulse up. Here, the consolidation doesn't look that good. Because it would seem, it depends on where we take it, right? But if we take it from here to here, and here, it would be like upsloping consolidation. That would bearish. And could potentially mean price action to the downside. That's not what we want to see. However, Bitcoin is flagging the opposite, so we might get a Bitcoin pump and then bringing us up with it. In the shorter scale, again, from here to here, you're going higher on the momentum, so you're not making any divergence, and that's fine. On the RSI, 76.61 and 76.33, 34, man. Ever so slight divergence developing here. Here you do have it. This is slightly higher than here. Even if you don't want to call it higher, dude, it's like 0.30 difference, right? It's almost nothing. So you could consider it a flat line. Run from here to here, right? Yeah, and then you kind of have what is it, like weak bearish divergence. So it might, if we're bullish enough, this weak divergence could not play out, right? Potentially. Anyways, just keep it in mind that we are kind of making a type of bullish divergence. However, it might get negated. Before I go into Ripple, I do want to look at something on Bitcoin that I didn't do, and I usually do, is where we're at within that wedge, right? We are still within the wedge. We are hitting that retrace, right? And I think we're rejecting it, or we're sitting right at it, right? Which happens to be the 50% retrace, right? That 8,495. That's more or less where we're sitting at on the price. And it also more or less confluent with the 0.236 retrace, right? Which would be 8,493. So we are within that area, kind of like bouncing along, right? Touching that 20 MA and rejecting it a little bit. I do hope that this stays above that 20 MA. And then again, I hope that tomorrow or in a couple hours or yeah, you know, we pump to the upside and we get above that 200, which would be good, man. That would be a good sign. Anyways, let's go on to Ripple. I do have articles for Ripple. What is going on with Ripple? Well, I said we had that interview with Brad Garlinghouse and Anthony Pompliano. It's 90 minutes long. I posted it on the Twitter, I think, and I'll do that. I'll check that right now for you guys. It's on my history, and I did it a couple seconds ago, so I know I have it. It should be quick on hand, I think. Sorry, 1 second, guys. I am trying to get this tweet, and then I'll post it on the Discord for you guys. I had already posted it, right? It was up here on the Discord, right? Anthony Pompliano. Here's the link. You click on this link. It takes you to Spotify, and then you can listen to the interview. It's pretty good. The one of the things I did like from the interview, it's Brad Garlinghouse's position, right? He does hold Bitcoin. He's open about it. He says he's long on Bitcoin, which is good. Now, the thing that I do like is his stance on other cryptos. And he's saying that he doesn't like the fanatics, right? The the tribals, like he calls them, or like he calls them like religious, crypto religions. All these people that are like dissing on other cryptos, believing their asset is superior. It's not a competition, man. Right now, this is just starting. We should all like really. This is something I do believe to the core, man. And that's why I try to do this as balanced as I can, and like report on all the cryptos that you guys ask me to, and like with the same outlook to each and every one of them, and not dissing one over the other. It's Litecoin a little bit because it just has been very weak lately, but it doesn't mean I don't like it or I wouldn't buy it. I'm not against making money. That's why I like all crypto. But like some people do take it very hardcore and start dissing on projects. And right now, this space is very young, man. It's like Bitcoin, 10 years old. Everyone else much younger than that. So not a lot of people know about crypto. And instead of like going out and telling people, hey man, look at this, blockchain, crypto, this and that, everyone's going out and saying like, oh dude, yeah, crypto, but Ripple sucks, yeah, but Bitcoin sucks, yeah, but but Litecoin sucks, yeah, but Ethereum sucks. But people are like talking trash to each other, fighting each other over like coins, instead of trying to bring more people into the market that in the end would make it better for everyone, because the more people that come in, the more adoption there is, the more money that comes into the market, the more the richer we all get, right? So again, I do post that a lot on Twitter and on Instagram when I ever get a chance, and I see people trying to pit cryptos against cryptos. I do make those comments, dude. Like, why are you doing this, man? Just like try to bring more people in instead of trying to like say why one is better or the other one is like not better, right? Or just like that really gets me hard, man. I like it gives me like really mad, man. I don't like that, man. It's annoying, man. It just hits a bone, man. We should all be trying to like be better with crypto, right? That's what it's for. Like to like get out of certain controls, to have some freedoms. And instead of it, we're trying to like fight people for whatever small piece of parcel of land we believe we have or we own with that crypto, right? It's just dumb thinking, man. Sorry about that. I hope none of you get offended, but that is something I really do feel, and I will always say it that way, because I do believe all cryptos have a pro and all cryptos have cons, and that's it. There's not one that is 100% there. They all have their shortcomings, and that's fine. That's what there's other ones that kind of cover that, right? So again, yeah. Anyways, let's get on to Ripple. Ripple and Finastra have teamed up to offer Ripple blockchain technology through Finastra's payment solutions to support fast cross-border payments. Now, as part of the collaboration, Finastra customers will be able to connect and transact with RippleNet partners. They're not saying which solution they're going to use, because RippleNet encompassed all three, right? Xcurrent, XVIA, and XRapid. So again, XRapid is becoming on-demand liquidity, right? That's the name they're going with now. And then the other two, I'm not sure what they're going with, but they got rid of all three products. They're just selling RippleNet. So again, we don't know if they're going to be using the crypto version or the just US dollar version. Now, anyways, users will be able to send international payments with end-to-end tracking and visibility into fees, delivery time, and status. Now, Marcus Treasure, the SVP of Customer Success at Ripple, said, "We're thrilled to be partnering with a forward-thinking company like Finastra to bring Ripple technology to their many customers. Finastra is an established fintech player and works with a majority of the world's top banks. This partnership will enable Ripple to expand the reach and solutions for partners and the footprint of the RippleNet, while allowing customers to transact directly with each other." Now, Ritesh Sain, the vice president of Finastra, said, "Finastra's collaboration with Ripple is another strong example of Finastra's belief that the future of finance is open, and it demonstrates our commitment to bringing the latest innovations and choices to our customers. Collaborating with a company like Ripple that harnesses innovative blockchain technology to provide fast and reliable cross-border payments is particularly beneficial for our customers in geographies where cost of correspondent banking is high." Now, there is another part of the article, of the interview that came out, right? And it's Brad Garlinghouse explaining... He's explaining to Pompliano, right? Pompliano and Garlinghouse had never met before that interview, right? Like Pompliano said he wanted to like talk to someone from Ripple. He got an interview with Brad Garlinghouse. He said, "Dude, I'm gonna ask you like questions for 90 minutes. Everything goes, right?" And Brad Garlinghouse said, yeah, man, sure. Yeah, ask me the questions, anything else. They sat down for 90 minutes without knowing each other previously, and he threw a lot of questions at him. And Pompliano didn't know anything about XRP, or at least he says he doesn't know anything about XRP. And I do believe that Brad Garlinghouse gave some really good answers. Now, one of the answers that he was saying is, he didn't say which bank, but he said that one of the banks came to them, right? They sat with them. They kind of signed on doing stuff with Xcurrent, right? And then when they were talking about the crypto, they're like, no, we're never going to go into that crypto, we just like this solution, the one that uses money and it's fast. And he said, okay, that's fine, and they did it. And then he's saying that a year later, that same guy approached him and said, dude, tell me about that liquidity product that you have, right? The XRP one. So again, because they trusted them and they did operations with them for a while, that trust is built, so they know that other product is going to also work well. So again, that trust is going to drive more adoption of crypto, at least by the banking institutions, which is going to be beneficial for Ripple in the long term. Now, next article for Ripple. Sago. It's a Cape Town-based fintech company, and they announced the launch of its Ripple Gateway and custom-built exchange in South Africa. The exchange connects to and utilizes RippleNet to trade, send, and receive XRP only. Sago has built the exchange in order to create liquidity for XRP in South Africa, acting as the market-making platform for cryptocurrency enthusiasts and businesses that wish to trade with and utilize XRP and the Ripple Ledger. Again, I believe that's pretty cool. Like, more adoption, right, in South Africa. Someone's launching an exchange that only does Ripple. Again, it's probably going to do just Ripple to Australian, what is this? It's in South Africa, right? South African, I'm not sure what currency they have there. So I'm not even going to, say that one. But, I do believe it's pretty cool, man. More adoption. Anyways, let's go and look at Ripple. What is Ripple doing on the daily, man? Yesterday, losing a little bit of dominance. Right now, losing a little bit more, but it pumped nicely the last couple days. So right now, losing yesterday 3.22%. Right now, losing 1.07%, sitting at 5.36. Still above 5. It's fine with me, right? I didn't say the price of Ethereum in the last segment. So, price of Ethereum sitting at $192.40. Ripple sitting at 27 cents, or if you want the numbers right, 27.704 cents. What is going on? We're breaking the support, man. Right, that 27 cents, we have not been able to break it, right? Broke it, fell below it. Try to break it, fell below it. We finally broke it yesterday, and guess what's going on right now? Dumping, man. Below that, that's not necessarily good. Stuff that could happen, right? We could come touch this mid part of the channel, try to bounce off it. If we don't bounce here, we do have this other downsloping channel that we broke out of, that we have used that support already once. And then we could potentially try and bounce off that. We could also try to recover in the smaller scale, right? And that's fine. What is going on here? Well, obviously we don't have any divergence, right? Higher, lower, going with the market, also in the RSI. And then on the bottom parts, right? Low, higher, low, higher, low, low, higher, low, positive momentum. So again, nothing on any of the oscillators. So right now, we would have to wait on the pattern to develop, or at least keep on going with this channel, right? So in the more micro scales, we might be able to guess, or not guess, but gauge the pattern that we are developing here. Let's go to the 4 hours. Okay, what's going on in the 4 hours, right? Broke out of the structure, pumped to the upside, kind of did this pull. We set here, bearish divergence, price action to the downside. We had it on the 1 hour. We're going to see it when we get there. Break to the downside. We broke to the downside. In the 4 hours, we're not developing anything, right, from here to here. It's fine. And also on the top part, I'm trying to see something. In the top part, I mean, we're kind of going flat here. You'll be going from here to 0, right? So bearish divergence. Or even here where it's positive, right? Here it was positive, 0.0005. You can see it here green, right, when I'm here. So again, let me see the close, man. The opening, sorry. 28.21. And then here, 28.15. So it's very, very close, man. Here the opening, 28.18. So very, very close enough to where you can say that you're making some sort of bearish divergence, price action to the downside. You're seeing it play out with this bar, and that's probably what's driving this bar down, right? So again, we are getting close to that 20 MA. Let's hope we bounce off that. If not, you know, even if we fail this channel, then we have the 2660, right, that we can go bounce off, right? So again, we do have a couple of supports that we can have immediately. Mid part of the channel, top part of this channel, and then if we break back in, then we have this area here. Sitting low on the RSI at 59.03. Again, that is fine. We are sitting neutral, right? Almost bought, but not there yet. And making negative momentum again. When we get to here, well, right now, actually, if we don't get lower, and because this is red and this is red, right, we would have hidden bearish divergence right now. However, this candle is still developing, right? It still has an hour and a minute to go. It's gonna close in a little bit more. So again, we need to wait for this to close before we actually call this. Just keep in mind that probably hidden bearish divergence is developing, and also on the RSI. We're going from here to here. Anyways, let's go into the 1 hour and see what's going on. On the 1 hour, man, we are gonna get something better here, right? I'm gonna get rid of this that I traced in the 4 hours, so I can get a better read here. Here you can see a little bit better that hidden bullish divergence that I was talking about, right? We just crossed, or we're about to cross into a new candle again. This candle is gonna close in like 30 seconds, so again, that's pretty good. Again, right, on a more macro scale, you wouldn't have it, right, because this would be 0, right? And from 0, you're actually going to like positive, right, slightly higher, but you're making positive divergence. So here you don't have any bearish divergence, sorry, on the top part, at least not here. You kind of have it on the RSI, right? So you'll be going from here to lower, right? So you have bearish divergence developing on the RSI. On Ripple, price action to the downside, we are getting it again. On the shorter term, we are fine. And then we have this hidden bearish divergence developing, right? That would be from here to here. However, this candle is still developing. Let's wait and see how it plays out. And then the next candle could still drop more, and we could still go more lower, lower, lower. This is still hidden bullish divergence until it flatlines. Once it flatlines, you don't have any hidden bullish divergence. You're just going with the market. Hey, Crypto, how's it going, man? Thanks for tuning in from England. XRP is going to retrace? Yes, probably. We'll see, man. We'll see. I do believe it's going to retrace a little bit. We talked about potential supports here, right? The mid part of the channel, the top part of the channel. Then you have the 2660, right? Or 2661 that has been keeping you afloat also. So yeah, some stuff could we could still go down, right? But if Bitcoin keeps on going up, Ripple might pump a little bit more. Remember, swell event coming up in less than a month, so a lot of speculations can start happening around here, and we might be able to see XRP pump more on speculation, right? I believe we are starting to develop a new candle. Yes, we are, and I can't see. It's just neutral right now, so there's nothing there. Right, 0.06% positive. It's very small. Anyways. Let's go into Litecoin. There's no Litecoin news. Surprise, surprise. 27 cents can still can't beat the price. Yeah, it's cheap, dude. For the long, yeah. I do agree it's cheap for holding it long term. Yeah. I would definitely agree to that. Now, let's go to Litecoin. What is going on with Litecoin? Crypto Trader, you missed a small segment where we played something that we called out on YouTube on Bitcoin that actually played out today, just like we talked about. So if you didn't catch it, then you can watch it on the replay. Anyways, we're making some good calls lately. So what's going on right now? Well, losing dominance 0.71% right now. Losing a little bit more 0.04. Making a little bit less. I'm not gonna analyze down here because I don't analyze market cap because it's very subjective, and I don't like analyzing market cap. It doesn't really do much sometimes. Oh, you were looking? Okay, cool, man. Anyways, what is going on right now? 0.03%, 0.11, 0.09, 0.08. It's undecided, man. Anyway, it's still going down, sitting at 1.68 of market cap. We're finally below that 1.70, right? Yeah, let's see what else goes on with this, man. Litecoin. What is going on with Litecoin? Litecoin price. Yesterday we got above that 20 MA. Right now we're like almost touching it. So again, we could potentially reject it and see higher prices, or we can break down. If we break down, we might find some support on this channel. On the more macro picture, right? I'll go farther out first. I'll extend this channel because guess what? We're still within it. We're still even within that lower half part of the channel, which is not very strong for Litecoin, man. Litecoin has not been playing ball with the rest of the cryptos. Still making positive momentum, right, on the daily, and sitting at... I need to buy the pro version of this, man. It annoys me, the ads. And then not being able to put other stuff up as well. Anyway, sitting at 44.97 of at the RSI, which puts it on the neutral zone, right? Yeah, that's it for this right now on the daily, right? Contraction of the Bollinger Bands. Like I said, we're kind of moving up, right? If you want to see it as an up sloping channel, right, it'll be very small. I wouldn't want to see it this way, but if you want to see, just to highlight the trend that we're on, right, it's up sloping. I want to get rid of it. I don't like that channel like that. Anyways, what else? 4 hours. On the 4 hours, man, are we going higher? 25, 26. No, we're going lower. Yeah, whenever I put my mouse around this area, right? Like in a cheeky, would anyone fancy a cup of Litecoin? Litecoin is like knackered. Yeah, probably, man. I don't like Litecoin right now too much. Look at this, right? When I put my cursor on a bar or below it, what I'm trying to read is the number that comes up here, right? The green number or red number that comes here. It tells me where we're sitting at. So when I go here, it's 0.26, and then I go here and I go 0.25. It's lower, right? Slightly lower. You could just make it a straight line, right? And it will still be valid. And you would be making a bearish divergence, right? You would be making a weak bearish divergence. See, if you were going to go like to the point, then, you know, for exaggeration purposes, you would be going like this. Because it is lower, right? And that would be strong bearish divergence, price action to the downside. So, however, since they're more or less on the same number, depending on how you want to read it, right? Because it's going to depend on how bullish or how bearish you're feeling. That's how you would play it out, right? So again, right now we expect for this to like see some price action to the downside. Let's see how this plays out, right? You don't have that divergence on the RSI. So again, that's it. That's it on the 4 hours, right? Are we doing something else? Not that I can see, man. So into the 1 hour, man. 1 hour, hitting that 20 MA, almost bouncing off it. Trying to get higher. I'm not sure if we're going to get it. On the bottom part, right? You're higher, you're lower, more negative momentum, less negative momentum. You're not doing anything on the bottom part. Nothing happening also on the RSI. On the top part, right? On the top part, you do have that, and it's a little bit more. You can see it a little bit better here, right? That bearish divergence that we developed, right? So again, here it's very clear, man. Right? The lines are really diverging a lot more than what we saw in the 4 hours. So again, you can always go to a micro scale to like get better reads. However, sometimes on the more micro scale, these islands get different, right? They get different heights. This could have been a little bit lower, and then you wouldn't have developed it on the 1 hour because you probably had something else you could have anchored to. So just do keep this in mind as you trade, right? Again, be smart. You're also getting divergence on the RSI, so just watch out for that as well. Yeah. Right now, like I said, if you want to look at it like this, right? You could say impulse up, down sloping consolidation. Try to impulse up again. You kind of failed, right? I don't think you created divergence here. And if you don't want to consider this like a flag, you could also have gone like here, and then gone here, and it makes sense still, right? A little bit. And then you could have said you flagged, and then you impulsed up, and then you would have had to have made a measure move from the high to low, and then you would expect to hit that. You didn't hit it, right? Being a little bit weaker, like I said, then you're like you would say impulse up, and then you're down sloping consolidation. In the 1 hour, it looks a little bit better than it did in the daily. And then you could just go from here to here and then here, right? Right now, that would be the pattern that we're making. Again, you could try to impulse up again if you break it, right, to the upside. However, you're probably going to get tired and you're going to make divergence again, right? And have like double bearish divergence. Like that can see potential price action to the downside. Just be careful when you do set up your trade. Set up a good stop loss because this if you don't get that impulse up, this could just keep on flagging or this could just turn downside. This could just turn like to downside and like bounce off that channel, that upper part, or even break back into it, right? Again, very weak on Litecoin. However, the only thing I'm happy is that we are getting outside of this sideways sloping channel that we were in for a while. So we're in this since, I'm going to call it back here, September the 26th. So a long time we've been in this channel. For the time frame that we're looking at, right? The 1 hour. Anyways, that's it for Litecoin. Let's go to Binance. Binance had really good news today that made it pump hard, bro. This article is very short, man. It's like 4 paragraphs. So again, it's not like I can summarize it, anything. I will give you my point of view, but it's like reading it, right? Straight off the article. Binance is now accepting fiat through AliPay and WeChat. That is pretty good. There are huge platforms, right? Opening up to the exchange to peer-to-peer crypto, right? So again, that's pretty good. Transactions, peer-to-peer transactions from China. The move follows a September announcement concerning the exchange intention to add over-the-counter trade options for additional fiat on-ramp. And that is pretty cool. You can now buy Bitcoin with the yuan. Monitoring Bitcoin USD Tether on other exchanges. There was a down wick that went 7,510. The exchange was cross.io. Happened 20 minutes ago, bear signal. I'll look into it, man. Let me finish this real quick and I'll check that one out, right? Because it's on the Binance segment. Anyways, for now, Bitcoin for fiat trades are only available, and the fiat it's mainly the yuan, right? Anyways, WeChat, just so you can get a magnitude of the market that they're going after. WeChat is one of the main payment methods in China. When you go to the markets, right, the flea markets, secondhand markets, or like clone markets, you want to pay, you can pay with WeChat, right? And they have like their little like a QR code that you scan and transfer the yuan to them. Again, they have already made that in the commercial side. Now, WeChat currently has over 1.1 billion active users, right? That's according to Statsia. Now, AliPay, which is the other one they're using, has over 900 million users, right? Overall, you're talking about like 2 billion users, more or less, that are going to have access to buy Bitcoin in China with their current software, man. That is massive, dude. That is a lot of... WeChat is like WhatsApp of China too. Yes, it is a chat version of like... it is like WhatsApp, but they do have that payment availability, which makes it really powerful because it got a lot of adoption, right? Part of what they are, it's going to be easy for them to basically move from a cash society to a cash-less society with digital money because they already used to the idea of just buying and paying with their cell phone, man, with their credit card, right? Like today, man, we don't see that much money. You're going to see that on... was that on the interview with Pompliano today? I can't remember. But Brad Garlinghouse does say that, right? If you go to the bank and you want to withdraw all of your money and you have like thousands and thousands, you have to call in advance because they don't have the money there. Because every day, everything that happens is just stuff that happens on the bank ledger, right? You withdraw money from your bank, you put it into another bank, your bank debits it and credits it over here. But that money never leaves one institution to the other one, right? It's just all digital already. You go and pay with your credit card. They take it out of your account and put it into the account of the other guy, the store, wherever you bought, right? So again, we are more or less in a cash-less society already. It's just that we still carry around fiat every now and then for other stuff, right? There's still people that don't take it and stuff like that, but it could happen. Now, Mexico does have a very quick settlement for payments within the country, right? If I was going to transfer money to you from my bank right now, you would get it in the next, like, 30 seconds to a minute. That's how quickly you can transfer money within Mexico, within banks, right? Interbanks. And they just came out with a government-issued QR code where you can go to the store and purchase stuff by scanning the QR code, and it's issued by the banking institution, not by a third party like WeChat. And you can open it right from you can open your bank account and scan the QR code of the seller, and the money will transfer from your account to their account, reducing the risk of mistyping a number or something that would get your funds lost, etc. And again, it would settle instantly, right? And that is very, very powerful, man. Is this gonna let me do this again? Man, like Spotify being really awkward, man. I'm hating it today, bro. Yeah, there we go. I don't like this track. This one. Anyways, like I said, dude, 2 million people, they're gonna onboard. 2 billion people, they're gonna onboard like that, right? That's how many people Facebook Libra wants to onboard, right? By attracting everyone that's on Facebook, right? But these guys are already doing it. They're a step ahead of Facebook, and they're doing it to Bitcoin, man. Again, it is massive, dude. That's why Binance started pumping today like crazy in the morning, right? These news. I think Changpeng Zhao put them on Twitter at some point in time. I retweeted them in the morning, but they had already been out for a couple hours, right? So again, let's go look at Binance because Benny is dying to see what's going on here. What's going on the daily, dude? Dominance yesterday. Look at this nice dominance candle that it made, bro. Because like the adoption, right? Anyways, plus 5.88% right now. Going up still a little bit more, 0.40%. They can send each other micropayments. Yeah. What is going on with Binance? Like I said, sitting at like, what do they call it at? 1.24% of market, right? What is going on with Binance, right? Even though we had this nice move to the upside, like 10% jump, right? Whenever I see numbers or I say numbers, you're going to see them up here, right? You're going to see them on this area, right? 10%, that would be the candle. And then over here, it would actually be the amount of money that it went up. So if I go here, it went up $1.74. Right, that was the move, and it represents a 10.93% move on the price. For those of you that don't know when I'm talking about the numbers, right, I do assume that you guys do know that, but there might be people that really have no knowledge what we're talking about, so I do gotta point that out, and I hadn't done it. And it was sitting at 49.77 on the RSI, which puts us at that neutral zone. Push to the upside, it was very nice. We were not able to stay outside of the channel, right? That we're still within that downslope channel. However, we are above that 20 MA, which is good. Contraction on the Bollinger Band starting to develop and still making positive momentum. That is all good for Binance right now. Let's go into the 4 hours, man. In the 4 hours, we kind of had this small run up, right? We had this divergence that we talked about. I think did we do this on the daily? Yeah, we did this on the daily, right? We said bullish divergence. Watch out. Pump to the upside, right? It's on the daily. Same thing that happened with Bitcoin, right? So again, we had that divergence, right? You pump to the upside. That is good, bro. You know, that it takes time for those pumps because they're on the daily, man. They don't develop in the next couple of hours. Like we do analyze a lot the 1 hour, because if we just did the daily, man, I would have to do a stream once a week or once every time something interesting develops, right? But on the daily, sometimes we can get some like scalping that we can do depending on what's developing, and that makes it a lot more interesting as well. So anyways, let's go on to 4 hours. We had that divergence played out right here. We had like bearish divergence, right? We called it. We said potential price action to the downside. We're starting to break down, but guess what, man? China comes out with their news of like Binance, right? And then we started pumping up. That's it. Like not Binance, sorry. Binance comes out with their news of like AliPay and WeChat, and then all of a sudden you get like a massive pump. Those fine, man. That's good. So again, didn't play out. That's fine. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about this, right? I'm gonna get rid of this stuff real quick. It's gonna clutter my charts, and I don't need it on the 4 hours anymore. Anyways, smaller time frame, right? Let's go into the from here to here. You're going higher. So again, you're going with the market. Farther back, you don't have anything that you have to worry about, right? Here, you're slightly higher than here. That's fine. And from here to here, you will be going here. So again, you're fine going here. I'm not gonna call anything here yet, except that you're going good. You're starting to make a first bar of like decreased positive momentum or like stagnation, and you're sitting high in your RSI. That's the only thing that worries me, right? 76.0507. So putting you at overbought again. you are gonna want to reset that oscillator in the ways that we've talked about, right? You either flag and reset it, or you kind of like break down and reset it. Let's go into the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, above that 20 MA, we have bearish divergence in the short term, right? From here to here, and from here to here, right? Strong bearish divergence. Again, potential price action to the downside. You would also have that on your RSI, right? And even more micro, if you want to go from here to here, you also have divergence, and you'll be from here to here, right? Slightly higher. So again, from here to here, it's just too micro, man. But you know, it still, you know, you can still call it. There we go. And then from here to here, you would also be going lower, right? You can see it. So still within the same island from here to here. So again, you are making divergence, bearish, price action to the downside. Again, we are just starting to see that price action to the downside. I'm not sure how bullish those news were, whether or not they can keep us on the uptrend, but I would expect to see some sort of retrace, and like I said, maybe bounce off that 20 MA. Yeah, let's see how this plays out, right? We're a bit exhausted. If we try to run up again, we might get here and like be at 0, and then you can make a divergence again, right? Unless you like really pump higher, and like, you know, you are on another island, but still you would be making divergence to that higher point, from here to that higher point, which would be from here to the next island, and that's valid, right? Right now we're going within the same island. That's like slant divergence. But usually you want to see divergence from one island to the next, but they can still develop like here, right? From here to here, from here to here, price action to the downside. We called it, went down. You know, that is fine. And this was right around the time we were doing the stream, because this was 9 p.m. on October the 7th. So we called this one out. We played out, went to the downside. Then we kind of like moved sideways. Like I said, I didn't know how strong that move was gonna be. Anyways, it's there. Got rid of that, and that's Binance. Dude, I'm gonna go look at that chart that you talk about, man. It happened 20 minutes ago. So I'm guessing you're looking at a very small time scale, right, Benny? Cross.io. Oh, it's Bitcoin to the USD Tether. Sorry, man. I don't have that exchange here, man. All I have is like HitBTC, Bittrex, Huobi, Poloniex, and Binance. That's it. I don't have that other exchange that you're mentioning. Yeah, it's not listed here, man. I can't open it on the trading view. Look, I'm not BSing you, bro. I'll actually move this in. It's not showing them. Anyways, yeah, you're not, for some reason it's not like moving in with the screen, but I don't have that exchange. So anyways, on something that I do want to show you guys, I found this website today. Someone put it on Twitter, and it's kind of funny to look at, man. It's called like, and I hadn't seen it. It's called Fiat Leak, right? And it shows like where the money is going, right? So money from the U.S., XRP, right? Now, that's what I pointed at right now. XRP going to the U.S., right? Not XRP going to anywhere else, but here, XRP going from Japanese yen. So there was a movement of Japan, right? Now movement from Korea, but anyways, most of the movements for XRP are happening within the U.S. And here maybe because the exchanges are closed right now. It's morning for them. Sorry. Again, they're opening, so we might start to see more movement on this area, right? And you can see the movements that they're happening, right? Like 9,870 XRP, 2,241 XRP, right? Again, 2 of them going from Japan, right? And they will come on this chart, but you can do it for any coin, bro. It's fun. Yeah, I'll type it out, bro. I'll put it on the Discord for you guys. I'll make it smaller so you can see the whole map. And they do have news here, right? And since I'm looking at Ripple, they do have news for Ripple. I hadn't looked at them until today, man. It is pretty sweet, bro. For example, if I go here, I'll show Binance, right? It's just updated to Binance. It's telling me the current price. And right now, it's the USD Tether. So again, there's probably not a lot of movement going on with USD Tether. It is showing some movements. It's not showing me where to. But if I go to Bitcoin, which would be like one of the major coins, right? And it has some countries, and there's the volume, and then in a couple of seconds, it's gonna start showing, right? From the U.S., Bitcoin. Look at all these Bitcoin movements, man. Japan. Look at all the Bitcoin movements, man. Look, Korea, Bitcoin moving, right? Again, and you can see like 85.998 Bitcoin. This is a big move of Bitcoin, bro. So again, you can see the movements really quick, and you can see here the ledger. Look how quickly it's moving, Root. Like, yeah, this is going like insane. It's per minute, bro. The ledger, it's going crazy, bro. In, out, in, out, in, out. You know, it is pretty sweet, bro. I like this website, man. Someone from India is buying here, right? Yeah, I think so. Rupees. Yeah. Anyways, and then it will show you the news for Bitcoin, right? I'll put that out, man, for you guys. It is a funny website. I did like it a lot, bro. So again, I like to share this stuff with you guys as I find it, right? And then it's a cool thing. It has, like, you're not able to see it, right, because it's a little bit higher. But here it has a ticker. I'll just show it to you guys for the prices. And then it has 2 tickers for news. Just regular overall crypto news. It's pretty cool. I think it's going to become one of my favorite websites to look at. It's called fiatleak.com. I'll send you the link for Bitcoin because that's the one I'm looking at. But you can select the currencies off the side, right? Then there's another website I want to share with you guys that I hadn't shared because I forgot the name. And when I was looking at the interview from Brad Garlinghouse, is it group to compare? No. He mentioned it again, right? And I had forgotten about the website, bro. And it is a good, solid website, man. I just want to look at the lists, though, for coins. Like, I'll post it over here real quick so you guys can see it, right? It is a good website, and I'll tell you why. It's called Crypto Compare, right? You're not able to see the name right now. I'll make it smaller so you can see it, right? Crypto Compare, right? And then if you go to markets, you go coins, and then you'll get them listed, right? It is far more accurate than CoinMarketCap. And something that it does that I do like, it does show the price for full market cap, right? It says market cap. When calculating market capitalization, we account for all coins in circulations, including those held by the team, members of the company. This also includes the coins in smart contracts or escrow. If the coins have been issued and they have not been burned, they will be accounted for in the market cap. Now, this gives you a real idea of how much money is circulating, right? Even if it's locked, it doesn't matter. It's still out there. So again, by looking at this Ripple, look at the market cap, 27 billion, right? Look at Ethereum's market cap, 20 billion, right? Because Ripple has that. Now, I do believe that in Bitcoin, they are still considering everything that is mined so far, right? So what's mined, it's legal for them to like account. Anyway, so by going with this chart, Ripple would be the second largest crypto. I'm not doing it because Ripple would be the second largest crypto. I'm doing it because they are more accurate than CoinMarketCap. So again, if you want to get better data, you can look at it here, and then you can have your pairs over here to look at and cross data if you want to look at, right, like at other exchange or other fiats or Bitcoin, etc. And then they do have other stuff, right? Exchanges, guides, stuff. It's a pretty complete website. I also toast it up on the Discord for you guys to look at. There you go. Two links today, right? Anyways, let's go look at what else. I think Link did pretty good, so let's look at Link. So Link, that simples is up right now. We had this spike, kind of reverse it, right? A sharp movement down. You do get reaction rallies. Pump to the upside, breaking down. Again, stuff that I do like, right? Look at it. We're at the bottom, same price level. It's not the best right now. If this breaks up a little bit more, right, to the upside, you are gonna get some hidden bullish divergence, right? Also on the MACD, but I would like to see that hidden bullish divergence come in. So again, I would like for this price to retrace a little bit more on the hour. I hope it does. It would be better for this, right? Yeah, but right now, I mean, right now where we'll be going, we wouldn't have it. Like I said, I want this to retrace a little bit more, and then we have that hidden bullish divergence, and then could potentially see price continuation, probably to the upside. Anyways, on the micro scale, right? High, higher, high. You're going with the market, so nothing bearish there. You're still not making a lower low with negative momentum, so you're not making any bullish divergence yet. Like I said, I want to have at least a hidden bullish divergence come in. But it looks like it's possible, man. It looks really good, man. This uptrend. I hope this is not gonna kill it and then it just like crap down. But I do have faith that this project might do something better. In the 4 hours, let's look at what's going on because we just have like this bar going down, right? So again, in the 4 hours, you're going higher with higher positive momentum, right? The bar. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're really good sites, bro. And one of them was from Twitter, and I can't remember who it was that posted it. But I actually asked the question on Twitter what site it was. And the guy didn't reply to me. Someone had already asked it as well, and I just kind of missed it. Trying to figure out who it was that I asked that to. It's probably my profile, I guess. Maybe. I'm trying to find out site real quick. Yeah, I can't find it. Yeah. Anyways, that other news that I was talking to you about, Changbing Zhao. Look at this. 18 hours ago, right? Someone was asking me, is Binance now accepting Fiat on-ramp, AliPay, and WeChat? Exciting news. We would love for some confirmation, right? And moving Chinese yen to Bitcoin. That's pretty cool. And then Changbing Zhao says, yes. Yes, you do. That's pretty cool. Anyways, I was trying to look for that other article, and I just can't find it. It was just a small comment I made. Anyways, I'm not gonna look for it. I'm not gonna waste time on that. Like I said, here what we're doing, right? We're good. Nothing weird except here, right? We're not going lower, but we would have right now, which would be here, I guess, here to here, and then here to here on the RSI. You would be having hidden bullish divergence, right, on the 4 hours, which is good. Now, like I said, you're going higher, so you're not making bearish divergence, right? On the more micro scale, you are breaking down, but it's not from divergence, right? It's just probably regular market movement that is bringing you down. Maybe some news came out that I don't know. I don't follow a link on the news. So again, something else happened that is bringing you down on the price. Anyways, from here to here, it's maybe playing out from here to here, man. From here to here, you did have that bearish divergence, right? That could have potentially be the reason that you're breaking down, and I would actually bank on that being the reason that you're breaking down. This candle was after the stream, and I hadn't looked at it since the stream, right? So again, probably that bearish divergence is breaking it down. Well, you do have it, but you don't have it here, I guess. Like 0.0340, 358, it's higher, so you don't have it on the RSI. You only have it. Sorry, you don't have it on the MACD histogram. You just have it on the RSI. 4-hour closes in 30 minutes. A lot of people saying it's gonna blow. It's gonna blow, or it's gonna blow. You know, let me know which blow you're referring to. Anyways, yeah, that divergence is breaking you to the downside. That's what's going on with this, right? Let's look at the daily. On the daily, man, what's going on? You're going higher again. You're going with the market. You're going with the market. Nothing here that would point bullish, or sorry, bearish, right? Even here, you're still higher. So again, you're in the daily, you are fine. You're starting to flag, right? You had a nice impulse up. You have to consolidate. Hopefully, downsloping consolidation, and again, that's fine. Bitcoin up. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, let's check it out when it gets close to that. We can do link, we can do seller, we can look at something else, and then we can probably jump into Bitcoin and see what happens with it. Anyways, right now, just call that divergence right there on this, right? Like I said, we're probably I didn't want to move out of that. we're probably starting to flag, right? At least on the 4 hour, it looks a little bit more violent. But if you could do this flag, but if you want to consider this point over here, then you would go like this, and you'll be making a pennant, right? So again, if you don't consider that point, you do have to have 3 touch points for it to be a valid channel. 1, 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom. But you could also be making a sort of pennant. Let's figure out. Let's wait and see how this develops, right? Like I said, it's just starting to go down on the 4 hour, and on the 1 hour, we might be able to get a better read. Yeah, I would definitely like to consider this because you had 2 bars down there. So the only there's ways to do this, right? One of them would be to go and say like, man, from here to here, right? Slightly going down. And then this one I drew over here, I would just shift it like this. And then say we're making like a symmetrical triangle, right? That's what I would call it on this right now. Anyways, I'm not really too sure on this coin. I haven't followed it too much to know its history and see how it's been trading. But if I had to do something on it, this is probably what I would do. Even though this large movement to the downside, it's fine, man. Kind of got rejected right after, but right now looking bearish again. And like I said, you are slightly higher, right, than this price. Like I said, I want to see this close. If you close higher, then you have that hidden bearish divergence on the 1 hour. Sorry, hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour. And then you might have price continuation to the upside, so you might see a turn here and then like another type of rally. Let's go look at seller for you guys. Those of you seller fans out there. What's going on with seller on the daily, man? Red candle yesterday, red candle today. Sitting at 0.048. Benny, I think you missed it yesterday, bro. You could have sold a little bit higher, but I'm glad that you sold where you sold. If that was your plan, then you executed according to your needs, and that is good. And if you didn't execute your plan, then I'm sorry, bro. But it kind of bounced up. Yeah, let's look at it. So what's going on? It's sitting neutral, right? Still making positive momentum, like I said. Going down, but staying over that 20 MA with some contraction starting to happen on the Bollinger Bands. The 4 hours. What is going on in the 4 hours, man? That impulse down, similar to what Link saw, right? But not that same recovery. So yeah, you had divergence here, right? From here to here. These being at 7 a.m. So I wasn't looking at this coin at the time. So you had that divergence, right? You could point it out to here if you wanted, right? And it would be, yeah, to that point. Sorry, I went one over. So you had that divergence, and guess what? It broke you to the downside, man. You didn't even have it on the histogram yet. You just had it on the RSI, and it was enough to bring you down. So again, divergence develop. You're trying to like, curve up a little bit. Let's see how this plays out. Start to make the first candle of negative momentum, right? That's fine. Nothing on the bottom part to call, right? You have not made to this level. So again, I'm not sure if I want to call this a low, but if you were to go from here to here, you would be making like hidden bullish divergence, which would potentially mean price action to the upside, right? Man, those ads keep popping up like really quickly, man. Anyways, right now you're breaking down. I hope that you have bottomed out here and kind of like do a reverse. Now let's go into the 1 hour. Sitting below at 20 MA. You had that divergence here, that bearish divergence. Sorry, it's a little bit more evident that you have it here, and you also had it on the RSI. So again, that's probably also what's breaking you down, right? So from here to here, you were good, but from here to here, you had it. From here to here, you're good on the line, on the MACD line. You got that cross, right? And damn, that cross one candle before, and then you kind of like tanked. That negative momentum starting to decrease. That's good. You're going with the market right now. So I was looking at the RSI. Low, lower on the RSI, low, lower on the RSI. I'm looking at candle closes, right? No, I'm not like bottoms, like no wicks. And right now you're kind of going down again, bouncing up a little bit, but you're not doing anything here. You're going higher and you're going higher, and you also here you're going higher. So again, nothing here except for this pattern, right? Look, if you wanted to be bearish on this, you would say, man, impulse down, up sloping consolidation, bear flag, watch out. I'm probably going to dump again. However, the more macro picture, there wouldn't be a macro picture here on the 1 hour, right? that would be the picture on the 1 hour. Probably upsloping consolidation. You might break down again. That sucks, I guess. If you were gonna flag it like this, right? If you want to do something differently, then you could say, man, look at this. I'm making kind of like a pennant. Again, potentially can break down. But again, triangles, symmetrical being neutral, you could potentially break to the upside again. So at least it's a little bit less bearish than anything else. But that will be it. Anyways, that's it for seller. Let's go look at Bitcoin. What is going on with Bitcoin? Let's see. Well, it kind of went for that upper part of the channel in this last hour or 30 minutes since we've done this, right? So again, kind of touched this channel, bounced off, going up, failing to break out of that, making negative momentum again, and sitting at 69.96 on the RSI. That's pretty high. You're almost overbought again. You want to reset a little bit more, because if you try to run again, you're gonna run out of fuel real quick, man, and you might create like bearish divergence that can bring you down a lot more. I want it for these to like potentially go down a little bit more within the flag before it breaks out. Then you might have something like this happen, right? Kind of like negate this, and then your next pump, you at least make the same level of positive momentum, right? And make like different, like maybe this same level of relative strength. But I believe this is very high on the RSI, right? 83.26. So anything that we go up, we're still gonna make divergence, man. You have to go up a lot for you to negate that. And same here, you would have to go up a lot for you to negate divergence, right? So I believe divergence might be imminent, unless you have like a super pump. And then again, your super pump would probably put you at the next level, which would be 8,900. It would be a measure move, right, from the high to the low. Could it put you there? Yes, it could actually make you even go higher, man, if you break to the upside and hit a measure move, right? You could be seeing. Oh man, I hate it because the price is right there. 9,093 potentially. Again, not sure, right? We have to wait for that to break out, if it's gonna break out. Yeah, that's it, man. We have 20 minutes to go until the candle closes, and then we'll figure out where we go from there. But if you guys want to look at something else, do let me know, and we can look at something else for sure. It's also like 19 minutes until we close this 4-hour candle, and that is good. Again, looking at the 4 hours, I want to look at the daily real quick again. I need a red bar. Hopefully dumps you can buy cheaper. Look, bro, being above that 20 MA and rejecting lower prices is what we want to see, right? This is a daily, though. And look at the daily, dude. You have a double bottom, right? Potential double bottom with the wicks. Not the bodies, but the wicks. And you had that divergence, right, on the bodies. So, again, bullish divergence, double bottom. You know, you're pumping up, consolidating, pumping up, consolidating. Above the 20 MA, you know, I said yesterday, above the 20 MA, I started to get a little bit more bullish. And then above the 200 MA, I'll probably go a lot more bullish on this. We are below the 200 MA, I know, because we checked, and we haven't moved much on the daily, right? The 200, look at this. It just the 200 makes the chart look weird because of the expansion on the Bollinger Bands. But look, you rejected the 200, right? That's not necessarily what you want to see. So again, right now I'm conservative because we are rejecting higher prices above the 200. Yesterday we kind of broke above it, but we were too weak. We kind of broke below it again, and right now we're failing to get above that 200 MA. So, you know, not feeling very bullish for this right now. You know, I certainly am feeling better than I was feeling yesterday and 2 days ago. You know, certainly feeling better than when I was here. But, you know, we called this bottom out. I think we were developing this when we said, look, man, we could be developing a double bottom, man. It was like 2 streams ago or three streams ago. And if it played out, we know it's going to be bullish, right? It's usually a reversal, man. And you had that divergence developing on the RSI, on the MACD, against the price, right? you also have it, and I didn't point it out, and I should have, man. But you also have it here on the MACD line. So you have a lot of bullish stuff happening, and you had that divergence not only on the daily, you had that divergence on the 4 hours and on the 1 hours, and we talked about that. We said you could pump to the upside. You did pump to the upside. They're not gonna be there because I erased a lot of the stuff going back, and here I'm gonna change it to a 20. Sorry, so it looks a little bit better. I know I did leave it right. So see, here it is. We had the divergence right on the 1 hour. Boom, right here. And right here, right? So we called them. We called all the divergences that were gonna pump you to the upside. Even here, man, we called that divergence from here to here. I was calling it yesterday, man. Well, I called it out today on the chat. But I saw this play out yesterday, so I took my position around here. And then I got out around here. So again, I got out good, I guess. And I got in good. And it was very little money that I put in. It was just like, because I wasn't even feeling it. I wasn't even sure if it was going to play out. It was just like joke money that I had sitting on an exchange from like, just like chump change, you know. Anyways, on this impulse up, we hit that measure move, dude, almost perfectly, bro, with this wick. And then we kind of broke down. And then we went up again and almost hit it again with this wick. Anyways, if we impulse up, just remember that we do retrace, man. So watch out for potential retraces if it starts to pump. Take positions, right? Get confirmation. If it starts to pump strongly, right, you might see it start going crazy. Go into a more micro scale. And then like try to figure out from there, right? Because again, like I told you guys, it plays different, right? The micro scales are not as reliable, but it will give you certain confirmations of whether or not you are above the certain areas or not. So again, waiting for the candle to close so we can kill time. We can talk about whatever you guys want for the next, like, 15 minutes, man. So, draw a topic for discussion. Crypto related. And then we can look at it. If it's a coin, we can do the chart. Or if it's something, we can look at something, right? Gonna crash soon? You're gonna crash soon? You're gonna go to sleep? Yeah, you're 1 hour ahead, right? You and Benny are 1 hour ahead. What's the best crypto to enter with the best odds to be rich? Man, shit, man. If I knew that, I wouldn't be sitting here doing technical analysis, man. I would just be like putting my money on the horse that's gonna win the race, right? Look, how quickly you want to get rich? That's a question, man. If you want to play it long term, I believe Bitcoin long term has a lot of potential, right? So long as it can keep its status as a store of value, and depending on what happens on the halving event next year, right? Then Ripple, I believe, could make you rich too long term, right? Once they keep on burning coins, and then with the new use is gonna get, you know, the use adoption of XRP token for transactions, I do believe we can certainly make you rich as well, depending on how much you hold, right? Binance, I'm not sure how rich it can get you. You know, it's an exchange coin, so right now I'm not sure how rich it can get you, but some of these don't have the best pairs, like USD Tether, man. Dash going to the US, yay. Oh, sorry, this is just $2, man. Sucks that they don't have it something else. Let's look at Doggy Coin and see what's going on. Yeah. So again, like I'm not sure which crypto is gonna get you rich long term, bro. If you're trading, I guess if so long as you keep taking good positions and make right calls, you're gonna make some money, man. You know that's what I would tell you. But I'm not sure like what will get you rich long term, right? Yeah. Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum, man. Korea buying Ethereum. Small coin going there. Korea again, large movement. Korea moving a lot of Ethereum. Euros starting to move the Eurozone, right? Trying to move Ethereums as well. It's weird that Ripple is seeing such a small movement though. Maybe because of the hour, you know. Did I already went over Ripple? No, here it is. Anyways, Ripple. Here you go. Just from the U.S. It's where most of the movement is happening for Ripple. Korea getting some as well. Yeah, it's a cool website. Like this, I wouldn't do for the stream, right? If it's analysis from someone else, forget about it, man. I won't do that. But anything else that is like a valid article, it's good. So you want to look at something else, coin wise, while we wait for this candle to close. Your favorite thing about crypto are the live chats, the hype of what will happen. Yeah, I guess so, bro. I mean, speculation is certainly a part of this, right? It's what makes it attractive, and that is accessible to everyone as well. So again, I do like that aspect of it. However, you do have a lot of people that are giving out misinformation that can get people wrecked, right? Like have like hardcore. So be careful on whose information you're actually buying. You know, when someone tells you something, make sure like they got skin in the game, because anyone can come in here and just talk whatever they want, and you don't know whether or not they're actually going to be doing good or bad. What live streams do people watch to make money on a market? That's a good question, and actually, Sean Christian was talking about that the other day. A couple, like way back, man, like some of the earlier streams. There are not many people like doing live chats or live streams about making money. Whoever makes live streams are usually about like funny stuff, like like I'm so and so, and I believe I'm gonna be like huge because I just talk about myself. Narcissist, a little bit more narcissistic people, right? Like sass from who knows who. Like I don't even know who that person is, bro. Why do I care about this sass? But like usually you see a lot of like gaming being streamed. Yeah, I'm not sure who else is talking about money, dude. There is a guy. I think it's like Kevin something. I can't remember what his YouTube is, but he does talk about like making like real estate, right? Buying and selling, right? Really? I haven't seen those live streams, dude. I'm not sure how many people are alive right now, but there's a lot of platforms, dude. And a lot of it is gaming for sure. A large part of it is gaming, right? People want to watch entertainment, and that is funny because entertainment is fine, dude. You can get entertainment, right? But a lot of people are not improving themselves with that time, right? So again, when you have free time, there's two things you can do. You can do something to improve yourself and be worth more, right? Like read a book, start taking certain classes or whatever. Learning a new skill, right? That will make you more marketable. or you can just go and like waste time watching Netflix, and that's fine too. I mean, entertainment is fine, so long as you do it in moderation. If every day you go sit down and watch, like, binge on Netflix every day instead of like also doing something else to improve yourself, then you're just well, and that's fine if that's what you want to do with life. But if you want to like do more, get rich and stuff like that, you do have to learn stuff, right? You have to learn new skills. They can try to like improve yourself so you're worth more every time someone looks at you, and certainly that is far more interesting to me than sitting down and watching someone play video games, right? I mean, for the gamer, it's fine. He likes gaming and he's making money out of it. He's probably really good at it, and I'm not going to be able to play at that level ever. But again, I'm not learning anything by watching him play, right? I might learn a couple gaming strategies, and if I'm a kid, maybe that's fine. But at some point in time, you do come to a real world, and it's not all about gaming, right? If you're not at the level where you're going to be playing at competitive games like esports, then you're just watching for entertainment. And that's fine. It's like sitting down and watching football, But watching football every day for like 2 to 3 hours at some point in time is like, man, all those hours that you're doing, that's fine. You're entertaining yourself, but they're not amounting to anything that gives you more value long term, right? You have to look at value long term. There should be a Forbes team Twitch. Yeah, there should be a Forbes. There should be one guy that would analyze projects, right? Like, you come in and say, look, man, there's this project, there's this much ROI, this is what the balance sheet looks like, this is what this looks like, and then, like, is it a good investment or not, right? And like, I can probably go through it and talk about all that data on the stream, and then you can say, like, man, yeah, it's a good project, man, you should definitely go into it. Or, man, I'm not a financial advisor, you probably just stay out of it, right? 6 minutes till we close the candle. Twitch Senior, yeah, we should call it Investia or something like that. Twitch Senior, yeah, Twitch is fine, man. Someone asked me why I don't go on Twitch, and it's because someone else stated that the demographics on Twitch is like younger kids, right? And younger kids want to get entertained by watching games, dude. They're not interested on investing, right? They don't even, like, whatever money they get from their parents, they throw it at a streamer that does gaming rather than like learning about investing. And even though they're probably not able to get an account, they could get their parents' permission to like open an account and trade on their parents' behalf. Maybe, I'm not sure if that's legal or not. But a lot of people don't like learn or try to pick up new skills, and that's something that is sad, though. I do wish more people were picking up more skills, because then we would have a more valuable society, right? Everyone would be adding value, right? Watching games is fine. You're getting entertained. That is value, right? For some people. But like, if you do it all the time, again, like I said, in excess, then you're just wasting a lot of time, man. What is this doing, man? It looks like indecision. William James, you are getting rejected from that upper part of the channel. I'm not sure if all that hype that you were saying that people were putting on other chats it's gonna play out on this candle, bro, or the next candle, right? Look, you're trying to get pushed down. Bulls pump you back up, right? You try to push up, and then the bears come in and pump you back down. So again, I'm not sure. We might keep on flagging down sloping right within the channel. That's what I would expect, man. I'm really not sure if that next candle is going to break us to the upside yet. The game entertainment in moderation, but it said that we have to hunt for a live chat about money, stocks, business. Yeah. Because not a lot of people have those skills, right? So again, yeah, it's sad, dude. I do a lot of when I watch YouTube, I watch a lot of like DIY stuff, right? Because it's of my interest. At least even if I'm not doing it, I'm learning something. And whenever something that I might need to do, at least even if I don't have the experience, at least I have the basic know-how of how I believe it could be done. So again, I'm a step ahead, right? And DIY, that's why DIY is very good. It's like a form of education, right? It's entertainment and education at the same time. This could be entertainment and education at the same time. However, it's more education than entertainment. A lot of people don't want to get educated, right? That's why a lot of people don't read books. That's why a lot of people don't do like MBAs or like anything higher than that, right? So again, that's fine. Like for example, I don't want to do an MBA, man. I'm done with school, dude. Going to school for me, it's more like if I were to go to school again, it would be like a waste of time. Whatever skill I want to pick up, I would much rather do it with someone that is far more knowledgeable in that aspect, right, in that field, than by going back to school and learn theory from a guy that has never practiced in his life, right? That has never like done anything like that in his life. So again, and that's something that happened in the university, right? All these people that are doctors and have never worked a day in their life teaching you about stuff that they want you to do when you're at work. So again, I do believe that people with practice do tend to make better teachers, right? I ask you people that do trade or finance related to do stream how to find more chats with sameness. They also say I don't know, it's hard to find. I do know some of them that do have it, right? Crypto Crown Cave, right? He has like a pretty good stream in the mornings. I don't watch other streamers because I don't want to get influenced with their technical analysis, right? There's no organized streams about money. Yeah. And then there's this guy called Trey. He also does a stream. He does stream twice a day. And he does some pretty good analysis, right? So again, who else does live streams, man? I'm not sure if Data Dash does live streams. I know he posts videos with his face in it. There's this kid called Alex Cobb. He does some live streams, but he just talks about Ripple. He doesn't talk about anything else. I think he doesn't talk about anything else. I haven't seen him lately. But when I used to watch him, he was like a XRP evangelist, right? He would only talk about Ripple, Ripple this, Ripple that, Ripple the best, always on top of the Ripple stuff, and he's good at that. I mean, that's fine. But to the lifeboat sometimes does like real news as well. A little bit more on the sarcastic end. He does have a good following. He's also more into the XRP than anything else. But he does live streams every now and then. So again, there are some content out there. It's just few. And if some people don't want to tell you, it's probably because they're afraid of losing you as a viewer. And to me, man, the more people that you watch on crypto, the better it is. And I don't care. If you want to come here for my content and you believe I do provide some value, then you're going to stay, right? And the moment that you believe I don't provide value, you're going to go find it somewhere else. And that's fine, bro. I'm fine with that, right? I mean, anyways, we close the candle, new candle opening. It's starting to look green. However, that coming down. Let's see. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to pump that hard right now, man. We'll look at it for a couple minutes, right? Anyways, like I'm saying, dude, that's fine. And that's fine with me, dude. I have no problem pointing you towards other people that do streams and tell you what times they do them. Like Crypto Crown Cave, like 9 or 10 in the morning Central. Like Mitch Ray does one at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Central. And then he does another one around like 10 p.m. Central. And then on the weekends, he does them earlier, right? So again, for me, telling you about the other guys that do it, it's not a problem. If you like the content that I provide, what I do, then you're going to keep on coming back. And that, that's fine. And if you want to watch the other guys also, that's fine, bro. You're still learning about crypto. Like I said, I'm not against crypto. If you learn crypto with someone else and you are going to stay into crypto, that's fine with me. All I want to do is bring more awareness about the crypto market and be as fair as I can, right? Yeah, everyone's different. Make a stream platform. I'm not sure how hard those are to develop, bro, and upkeep. You do need server space to host the videos. Unless it's just streaming and they get deleted, then you probably don't need host space. But you need to have some kind of servers to like handle the traffic, right? I'm not sure how easy it is to develop or how expensive it is to develop. and I'm gonna try to expand to like Mixer. Mixer being a newish a live streaming platform. There's only one channel that does crypto news, and I think they do them like Tuesday and Thursdays. I haven't seen them. I looked up crypto on Mixer, and there's no one else doing it except for them. And I'm not sure how popular it's going to be because, again, Mixer is a platform for gamers, right? That's where Ninja went. That guy who was worth a lot of money and went over there. That's fine, bro. I will try to expand into other channels and try to see if I can make the younger kids relate to this, right? So that they can like maybe get into this. It'll be on the same stream, same time that I do this. Just be like two streams going on at the same time. I'm not sure if it's possible or not, but it might be people in Mixer that want to learn crypto. So yeah, I'm up for that. I might also try to do it on Facebook Live. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it or not. I'll run three streams simultaneously, but I'm gonna try to see how much I can get live out there to try to see how many people I can bring into this community, right? Just an educational theme stream platform about crypto trading, politics, startups, laws, finance. Yeah, that will be good, man. I do agree. Like anything that has to do with education, dude. Also, why isn't there a live stream educational platform for kids? Like tutors sitting here. I know there's platforms where you pay for that, but why isn't no one putting out like free content on like math, right, for kids? Like, dude, this is how you add. This is how you subtract for like younger kids, right? And make it fun, entertaining. Or like when you're trying to like teach them like calculus, right, or pre-calc, or algebra, or like, yeah. So you can always go and like teach them all that. Here, this is also a platform where kids could come. Well, not on this channel, right? But where you could certainly have like an after-school education stream going on about like math problems, history, right? Someone could just be sitting here talking about history and have like a history show. I'm not sure if there's people doing that, but again, it's a potential market, right? Or you can, like, if you're a history buff, you can sit here and ask history questions, right? So again, I do believe there's a lot of stuff, but how many people are actually interested in going on YouTube to just look at history instead of chicks eating 100 bubble gum while playing Call of Duty? Yeah. Anyways, I'm not seeing that violent movement that we were promised. William, James, where's that violent movement? I want to see it. It just started, so again, 5 minutes into the candle. I'm not seeing it, dude. We are just sitting out, shooting the shit for fun. But it's 11. For some of you guys, it's midnight. I will let you go, guys. I do know there's work tomorrow. I do have work tomorrow. If it pumps, it pumps. We already talked about it. You probably get a measure move. It's here. You can see it. You'll probably get up here. You'll probably find resistance around 8,900. You don't have anything off resistance going up to that level because you kind of drop from there, right? I mean, you might have some resistance around this area or this area, right? Going like back to these prices. But I'm not sure if it's going to be very strong. Right now, you could potentially just run up to that 8,900. That's it. So again, nothing much going on, dude. That is if you break. If you don't, then you flag. And if you don't flag and you break down, we talked about it. You probably touch that 20, the mid part of the channel, bounce. If not, you touch the 20 MA and try to bounce. And if you break below that, then, well, shit, man. You probably come and touch this mid part of the channel and try to bounce. So you still have this price here, right? The 8,400, which would also be support. Again, we talked about stuff that could happen to the upside, to the downside, and to the more immediate term, which could apparently be a flag. If you break this flag to the downside, I wouldn't do a measure move here because you're still within the channel, but I would go from high to low here. We didn't talk about this one. Maybe we did, and I deleted it. And you would go and hit that bottom part of the channel, right? Again, there is areas of support, right? The logical areas that you could go. That's it, man. Chainlink, the big one. We talked about it, man. Chainlink is going down. Right, that downturn. We are starting to get that shift to the upside, right? I think we talked about that hidden bullet. I pointed it out and then I deleted it because the candle wasn't closed. Now it's closed, so we can do this. Hidden bullish divergence. Potential price continuation. Your trend is upsloping, so again, you could potentially keep on pumping to the upside. After that, yeah, that's it. Potentially, right? I mean, hidden bullish divergence is not a very strong indicator, but I'm just telling you what could happen. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna call it a night for tonight, guys. 8 people tuned in. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified when we go live. I'm extremely happy. We picked up like 3 subscribers last night, I think. We are sitting at a good number of subscribers right now. I think we're at 123, unless we picked up someone else throughout the stream, but I doubt it because we didn't get that notification. But yeah, sitting at 133 subs, guys. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. If, like I said, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe. Have a great night, guys. I do hope so. Tomorrow, Thursday, week is almost gone, man. Dude, Keeper Trader, you're here, man. I thought you were like goner, man. It's really late for you guys in England, right? Are you in England or are you in like the States or somewhere else, man? Because if you're in England, dude, you're probably like plus 6 hours. That means like 5 in the morning for you right now. So, damn, dude, if you're still up, like, kudos, man. Maybe you're like a vampire or like work at night or something. But if you're still up, man, I thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's it, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great night.